Hello guys and girls, Voices from the Dark here, and welcome to The Elder Scrolls Legends. A new Elder Scrolls game is upon us, but it's a card game. What's up with that? So, this is a game that's currently in beta, and Bethesda sent me an email last night with a key, so I sat down and I played through the campaign. There's actually a lot of single player story stuff to this game, despite being like a multiplayer, collectible card game. And I'm gonna come with my thoughts and opinions on it. Now, I know the game is getting a lot of flack, and these days it's very dangerous to like something that other people dislike. But I just came in with an open mind, I've had a good time, and I want to talk a little bit about what I feel about the game. The plus sides, the minus sides. I'm not trying to, defend the games on behalf of Bethesda or whatever studio actually worked on this, but I overall had a good time, so I want to share with you the experience. So it starts off with you choosing your avatar, essentially choosing your race. And some of this art here is really cool. So choosing your race also gives you different abilities in combat. Like a Nord will quickly collect cards rewarding you for relentlessly attacking your foes. You have orcs, of course, and just the art style, man. Some of these are really pretty. I want to show you my favorite as well once we get over to... That one's cool. That one's really cool. Oh, the Argonians. Look at that. That's cool. That's cool. Alright. This one. Look at this. It's so... I just get a Dungeons and Dragons vibe from this. Outside a tavern with a dagger and a bag of coins. That's so good. So they have a mix of like real life people and art in this one, which is especially apparent during cutscenes. It's quite similar to the Elder Scrolls Online in some aspects of how some of the characters are done, and the music especially, it has to be the same composer, it's so similar. But the race that I went with, and the race that I will be going with today, is of course Khajiit. You can have, oh, kitty cat who does kung fu, or you can have, ooh, alchemist kitty cat, or you can have sneaky kitty cat, or of course, Khajiit on steroids. Look at that. Look at that. Too badass not to pick. Come on. So this is currently my avatar, and I have the title The Untouchable, which I got from finishing a game without getting hit. And I'm just gonna show you some of the story in this one, I think, because that's what I played last night. I haven't played against other people yet. That time will come. So, it is similar to Hearthstone in many respects. Like, you could play against others, you have an arena feature that I've yet to try out, but I do have a ticket. And you have story modes, but the story mode in this one is quite different, actually. And is actually quite expansive. You get 20 chapters to play, which is very neat. Now, the first few chapters are very much... Essentially, the first 20 chapters are all tutorials on how to play, but after a while, it gets quite difficult. Although I didn't really die until the last chapter, the showdown, because you face off against, well, Lord Narifian, and he has some rather cheap cards. And I mean cheap by freaking annoying and overpowered. So essentially, the story here is that this takes place during the Great War, and you are trying to win back the Imperial City from the Aldmeri Dominion. You're trying to kill a bunch of high elves. Let's see, what should we do? The Restless Dead might be good. Now I want to see if it actually plays the cutscene. So this happens when we're trying to sneak into the Imperial City. See the art style here. Are they not going to do the voices? Why? Are they not going to narrate it? Aw, that's a shame. Okay. I really wish they would actually do that they would actually let you play the cutscenes over again. And actually hear... Okay. Well, essentially, you have these little mini cutscenes that happen, where they sort of explain the story and the setup. Look at that Argonian swims at night, he looks badass. We got Tyr. You have some companions that you've gotten to know across your campaign. And then, like in this chapter, you're thrown up against the undead. So let's hit play. So we can choose our deck here. We have a new deck called Warriors of Hammerfell, which I haven't actually tested out yet. Let me just have a quick look at it. So essentially in this game, you select 2 attributes, which determines, like, your deck, essentially, which is very Elder Scrollsy, strength, intelligence, agility, and endurance, and speed, and willpower. And I don't think they included luck, just because it's a stupid stat. So, like, this is a strength and intelligence deck, where you have intelligence card and strength cards. They have their different bonuses. I have not learned what everything does. They also have some really whenever you play a card, they have this little like battle cry, and it's so lovely, and it's so fun seeing all of these different characters again. Let's see, where's the, like, you have Rift and Pillager, Waylandwood Huntsman, the Whiterun Trooper, which I actually evolved. He started out as like a Whiterun recruit, but I could choose to like upgrade him, and that was really cool. You make choices during the campaign, which gives you different cards. You can still obtain the other cards one way or another, but it's a neat little feature. I also want to show you my favorite cards in the Black Marsh Smuggler's deck. Oops, I'm on the showdown. Arrow in the knee. Shackle a creature and deal 1 damage. You can shoot, you can... This is a great deck though. Look at all the Khajiits. Just Khajiits and Argonians. So this looks like Phantom Fish over here. You gotta have Arrow in the knee in your deck. Otherwise, what are you really doing with your life? But I don't want to play the showdown because it's too big. Let's try the rest. They have... Well, it's a bit of an unfair chapter. When you get later on, the enemies get a lot of bonuses that you don't. But let's try out this deck. Let's see. Yeah, actually, Imperial Might is a really fun deck. I'll play Imperial Might, actually. Which is Endurance and... What's the other... Undead versus Voice from the Dark. You forgot the Untouchable. Alright. The Undead. They play with... The Undead lurch forward, their empty gazes fixed upon a strange altar behind you. You mean this altar right here?
I sense mystical power within that altar. Perhaps it can quiet the dead.
It's an altar of Meridia. Activate, destroy an undead. So that's my current support card, which is good. So we gotta choose which cards to throw away or not. If you played Hearthstone, it is very similar. You have your attack and your health on a creature, and you have the mana needed to summon it. You gain 1 mana per turn. Probably keep the Rotting Draugr and the 5th Legion Trainer, because whenever you summon another creature, she buffs them up. Let's throw away that other card. Imperial Siege Engine. Not what I wanted. An Apprentice's Potion to heal my health. Now, what's interesting about this one is that the game usually has 2 lanes. This is actually not a good representation of it, because there are essentially 2 lanes in the game in most cases, where you have to choose to attack, and if somebody places something in the left lane, you have to attack on the left lane. Let's just play a little and see how it goes here. Now we could use the Altar of Meridia to destroy one of these undead. So we have a 1/1 skeleton here. We also have a 3/3 Haunting Spirit. But they have something called Last Gasp, which is going to give a random friendly creature +3/+3. So if I kill her, he's going to get buffed. But if I kill him, I'll leave the strong thingy on the board. It's conflicting. I'll go pick another match though. But you can essentially like talk to your opponents like this.
You walk on warm sands.
And it'll reflect the avatar that you chose.
Nicely done.
And now Khajiit is going to give up. Bye-bye.
Khajiit is done for.
It's a very like visual game. There's a lot of visual flair, and it looks very good. I'm digging the aesthetic of it. Let's see, what have I written down? Distinctly Elder Scrollsy, I wrote. Yes, you'll hear a lot of the same voice actors as well. Let's just start from the first chapter, I think, and just go through it a little bit. So you have a prologue. I guess I can just give you a taste of what the prologue cutscene is like. And the style. Because they sort of combine real-life actors with whatever form of video animation they use.
The Elder Scrolls show us what was, and what yet will be. And they have revealed much to me.
Spare us your stories, old man, unless they can sharpen spears. Our war chief is dying. Our enemies are massing for another attack. We must prepare for battle.
We should go, Kellen. We have the scroll we came for, and this one smells blood in the wind.
Patience, Nog. I have words yet to speak here. Stories can do surprising things, Spear Maiden, whether they are true or not. And this is one you should hear. It comes from the Great War that nearly ended the Empire. It began when the High Elves slaughtered every Imperial blade, calling themselves the New Aldmeri Dominion. They and their allies swept through the land, even capturing the Imperial city itself. The Emperor fled north.
Well, I think you get the general gist of things.
Bring me a warrior. strength and courage. That Nord looks adequate. Bring the mortal forth, and for his opponent, that one.
So Jarl Balgruuf voices a Daedra Lord in this one. That's cool. So most of the art style is pretty cool, although I find it a little bit jarring to see real-life actors combined with the art, essentially. I find it a little bit jarring, I have to be honest. But then you're essentially thrown into the fighting pit, where you get like a good explanation of how things work. But I still think it's only one lane. It's like, you can put down a creature, and then he can put down a creature, and then you fight. Alright, let's find a suitable example. I guess maybe just a practice match, even. Boom. Let's see. Novice. Ooh, okay. I've never done this before. Let's jump in with an Imperial Might. Okay, so this is going to be my first battle against a different player then. Let's see how it goes. Titan of the Forge. The victorious. Alright. Good luck, Titan. Select cards to replace. Apprentice's Potion. I won't need a heal this early on, even though you can heal above max health. Barded Gwar will give a creature guard. It's gonna mean that people are gonna have to be attacking it. I'll keep these two and then hope for a 1-drop. That's, nope. Manticora, 10-drop. That's definitely not what I wanted.
May you walk on warm sands.
Alright, so let's end the turn since we can't do anything. Ice Spike. My face, okay. So essentially, if you go second, you get an Elixir of Magicka that you can use 3 times to gain an extra mana. Or a Magicka. Sorry. It's the same thing. So I'm gonna play the Bruma Profiteer here, which is quite good, because whenever I summon another creature, this guy's going to give my hero 1 health.
There's a plan. There's always a plan.
So you have 2 lanes to play things in here. Over here is just a normal field without anything special, and over here is a shadow lane, meaning everything you play here has stealth. Or cover. I am using Hearthstone terms here. But they essentially can't be attacked, and he just shackled me. That's rude, means I can't attack with it. Oh well. Doesn't matter a whole lot. I'm gonna play the Barded Gwar on this lane and give itself guards. Because he'll have to attack into it, and he's a 2-3, I'm a 3-3, I'm gonna be just fine. Now, I don't know what kind of cards this guy has up his sleeve. Ooh, the Whiterun Recruit. Okay, I got that upgraded to a Trooper. Now, let's see, what do we want? He's a 4-2, so I can put down a Kavach Soldier over here, who has guard, and he's going to keep me safe from the recruits. And then we're gonna go for the face. Wow. So that's essentially how it works, and it's quite well done. Oh, a Maple Shield, so he got extra health. More Whiterun Recruits, huh? Alright. Cursed Spectre. Silence another creature. Now, as you can see around our health bar, we have different prophecies. So when we get hit down, when we get hit and we lose health, these will come into play. I think I'll put down my Gwar and give it guard, so they have to lose one of their creatures trying to get to me. So we have him on this front, and he's moving on this front, and he's struggling. So you can draw some pretty powerful prophecy cards if you get hurt. It's sort of a catch-up mechanic.
Strong arm is what you need.
Your items cost 1 less. Then it's gonna put a steel sword on this dwarven spider thingy. Okay. Rising Legate, we can almost use you. Now right now the only thing we can use is the Cursed Spectre, which can silence something. So we would probably want to silence the Blacksmith, or we could silence the Spider Worker. Which I think I should do. Can I aim at it? Yes, I can. Boom. Silence. I kill you. Okay, then we're gonna run our Gwar. Are we gonna... I'm gonna do it. It has taunt, so it has guard, so he'll probably have to attack into it. But I'm still gonna go on and do it. Ooh, a Shadenhall Sapper. It has a drain ability, meaning the damage it deals heals your hero. Steel Sword, okay, that's a 7/4 red guard right there. So here's a support card, 2 Moons Contemplation. If you play this and your opponent doesn't damage you on their turn, then you get like a Priest of the Moons in each lane. So I'll probably... Wait, I can play something big now. We can play either the Rising Legate, which is like a unique card that you can only have one of in your deck. He has Breakthrough, meaning the damage he deals also goes to the hero, and he summons a 1/1 Imperial Grunt. Or we can use the Legion Prefect, and it will give other friendly creatures +1/+1, which would be quite beneficial. So I'm gonna do that, because that's gonna make this into a 4/3, and we're gonna be able to take care of him. Then we're gonna run the Shade into the Whiterun Recruit, and there we go. Now I got the board again. He's gonna do the Mace of Encumbrance. He's gonna shackle this creature.
Avail yourself of this.
The Elkir Bandit. So as you can see, he's running like a Strength and Intelligence deck here. Well, I got an Willpower and Endurance deck. Let's see, what do we want to do here then? He'll most likely be attacking me most turns, so I probably won't get 2 Moons Contemplation down in quite a while. Let's get the Rising Legate, shall we? Yeah. Let's play him down over here. Boom.
Your orders.
That's gonna summon that. Let's also get the... I'll have to play it on one lane, even though he can most likely take care of it. He seems to be going for my face, though. Nope, there we go.
They won't escape us.
Although, a lot of the voice cues and stuff is really cool, although some of the elves sound distinctly like Nords. There's still a very limited amount of voice actors on this project. That's very clear. Like when you hear Jarl Balgruuf voice the Daedra, you're a little bit like, really? Should we get a... Do I take care of this one? Yes, I think so, because this guy could probably get buffed out of control real fast. Take care of him. He has summoned a Portcullis, which is going to guard us. Well, it's going to guard his lane. It has 9 health, so it's going to take quite a beating. Now, let's play down the 2 Moons Contemplation. Meaning if he doesn't attack me, we're going to get extra powers, and we're gonna play the Defender. And then next turn we can probably do a Warcry to buff up our creatures, and that should get the Imperial Grunt through, and unless he kills it now. Ooh, the Night Patrol. Intimidate, creatures lose guards, alright. I haven't seen half of these cards before. Yeah, he's going straight for my face instead of taking out my minions, and it's gonna cost him the match. He's oh, he has a Dwarven Spider though. Sneaky, and a Scuttler. Okay. So everything is distinctly Elder Scrollsy. You even have some creatures that you spawn that... Well, I could probably try and show you in a future video. So, I should probably do a Warcry here. Or do I do Imperial... Okay, so check this out. I'm gonna do Imperial Reinforce... That will summon 2. I want more. Is that greedy? I guess. Or what I could do is that I could now summon the Manticora. Yes, let's summon something big. So check this out. When you summon it, you get to destroy a creature, and that's exactly what we're going to do. Boom! It's a 6/6 with guards. Gonna beat down the gates, and we're gonna kill this silly wood elf. Now we're going to take care of you, and go for the face, since I can't finish this thing off either way. Okay, we're evenly matched on health, but I feel like I have the upper hand here. He has a lot of little spiders with guard. There we go. This prophecy became true, and now the Priests of the Moons are here. No, it wasn't necessarily a prophecy, it was a support card, but whatever. Okay, have I won this? Warcry. Ah! Boom! Smash his face. There we go. That was a battle in the Elder Scrolls Legends. And we won. Haha! It was only a practice match though, so... He was also probably just testing out his deck. Same as me. Alright. Do I get anything for that? Probably not. Ooh. Adept difficulty unlocked? Cool. Alright. Got some soul gems for that we can use to create cards. What does this mean? Oh, there's so much I still have to learn, but hopefully you enjoy that little look into the Elder Scrolls Legends. I'll probably make some more videos on it. I'll probably learn the game a little better. This is just essentially my first impression, so yeah, I have written down a few things here that I might as well just say. So the animation's really cool, the tutorial, great. The fact that they do like a whole story as a tutorial, that's relatively engaging. That's cool. You make choices during the storyline, like you might come across a wolf pup and they're like, should we adopt it or should we cast it out? And then if you cast it out, you get a spell called cast out, or you can adopt it and get the wolf as a minion. That kind of stuff. Choosing lanes is fun. The same old voice actors, recognizable creatures, recognizable quotes. You know, arrow in the knee. They don't take themselves too seriously, which is always good. The cutscenes, while kind of cool, I'm a little bit thrown off by the real actors at times, honestly. There are permanent buffs that you get to the battlefield and your cards, which is really cool. And you choose those 2 primary stats and your race has a small bonus. Like, choosing your race and your attributes is very Elder Scrollsy, so they did a good job on that, I feel. And people join your team along the storyline, you get titles. There is even a chapter that okay, I have to show you this. For those of you who played Oblivion, you'll know what's about to happen. Let's see, a fracture. This one is... Ladies and gentlemen! Alright, this is a gladiator fight right here. And guess who's gonna narrate it? Guess. Please have the voice be here. Please. Random items. Okay, fine. Yeah, I don't care. I'll keep that.
Let the games begin!
Yes! They got the voice actor. Okay.
Now, here we go.
Sure thing, Tyr.
Let's grab some weapons off the wall and get to work.
They got the arena announcer to return to the Imperial Arena and do his thing. It's great. It's so lovely. It brings back memories. So I think they did a good job on this. Honestly, I'm very happy with it.
Your orders.
An enjoyable storyline, and yeah, that's pretty much what I feel so far. It's a fun game. It's not a proper Elder Scrolls game, of course, but it's enjoyable, and from what I know of this, it's going to be free to play with only a similar, where essentially the way they would make money is that you buy like arena tickets or card packs, but again, it's not mandatory to progress in the game or even have fun. So I feel like this is very, very promising.
This one will shred your hide.
Yes. So I hope you enjoyed this little look into the Elder Scrolls Legends, and I'll probably bring you some more videos on this in the future, but probably once I learn a little bit more myself and can talk a bit more in-depth about like balance and different things. But right now, that's just sort of the basics of it. It's very fun, so you can try and apply for the beta yourself if you want to. But other than that, have a still good day, take care, and stay awesome. Yeah. But most I want to see what
me and victory.
the Redguard Pit Dog, of course. Okay, stop playing now, Dark. But most importantly, everybody, stay dark. Goodbye.